Assalamu alaikum students, how are you? Hope you're fine. So we have been discussing construction through our the last video which I uploaded was with regards to construction. So from today we will be starting a new chapter that is related to information and data. So you know that it's a part of statistics, and from here 2 questions will be coming and you need to answer 1 question. So already from class 6 you know actually what kind of questions are going to come. You usually need to draw a histogram. You might be required to find out mean, mode, median, etc, etc. So these are the usual stuff. You need to also be able to draw a table where you have frequency, tally chart. You need to use tally marks actually. So you just need to go through also some definitions as well, because from here there are some definitions might also come. So please mark from the book. Usually, what is statistics? The numerical presentation of information over here. What is statistics? The numerical presentation. Please move on to page 180. Okay, so the numerical presentation of information is called what? Statistics. So what do you use statistics for? Where is statistics being used? Actually, you know that we have a huge market going on in different type of suppose for a specific area we need to show information what's being going on. For example, let's say about food. For example, the amount of food that has been consumed in one particular year. Okay, or you can say different type of information for people to understand what's been going throughout the year or throughout the month. We need statistics everywhere. We need to understand by looking at a graph or a statistics chart. We can understand easily what has been going on or what is been going through related to any sort of data that we have. So from here we will be able to draw a frequency distribution table. We will understand different types of unorganized, organized data, histogram. We need to find out the mode from histogram, data drawn from histogram. So how many types of statistical data are there? Primary data, secondary, and or indirect data we can say. So what are the primary data? So primary data are the data which, for let's give a direct example so that you can understand properly. Over here it's just written the marks obtained in an examination in mathematics stated before our primary data. So it's just with regards to this example. But if I say what is primary data, so the data collected directly from the source. That means you are going to provide a statistical report. If you yourself collect the information in order to provide a statistical report, suppose let's say I'm giving a statistical data. Suppose the amount of water consumption in a particular area. So I'm just giving a statistical data. So if I have collected it myself by going to a particular location, let's say this is for Chittagong, okay, this is for Dhaka, this is for Barisal, okay. So if I've gone to Chittagong myself, gone to Dhaka myself, and gone to Barisal myself and collected and actually done a survey and collected the data of water consumption. Let's say this table I've created for water consumption, okay, this particular statistic. So if I've myself gone and collected by doing survey in Chittagong, Dhaka and Barisal, then the data that I have collected is known to be primary data. You got my point? If the information that I'm providing in a statistical report is collected by myself or through my source, I've collected it by using my resource. Suppose I've sent a particular person, I've paid him, he has given me the statistical report, that is also okay. So if I've collected by my effort, I've not collected from somewhere else, I've collected the data from by myself, okay. So in that case, the type of data that we collect is known as primary data. So that's what over here it's meant. The data collected directly from the source are what? Primary data. So now you can imagine what is secondary data. So secondary data is the data if I collect from any other source. For example, the World Health Organization has given its statistical report. Here it has given a statistical report on water consumption in suppose US, okay. So I am using that data in my report. Suppose I am trying to compare the water consumption in Bangladesh, okay, and suppose in US, okay. So this particular data, this for example for Bangladesh, I've collected data myself. I've gone, I've researched, I've surveyed, then I'm creating a statistical report. But for US, what I've done, I did not go to US. I actually collected the report from another source, that is for example World Health Organization. So it has given a statistical report on water consumption in any of its suppose web page. I've collected that data, I've used that data to just compare the statistics, okay. So this type of data where I'm collecting from another source, I'm not doing it by myself, but I'm collecting it from another source. This type of data is secondary data, and the data by which I'm collecting by myself through survey or through research, those data are called what? Primary data. I hope it's clear. So for US, for example, the data is secondary data because I've collected it from WHO website, that is World Health Organization. And for Bangladesh, since I have done the research, so that will be for me it should be primary data, okay. So I hope that's clear what is primary data and what is secondary data. Next, moving on forward, we have on the basis of organize, or like if the data is organized or not. So unorganized or organized, we already know what is organized data, what is unorganized data. So if I have suppose lot of information, suppose like here I have different type of information. If it's starting, if the data is in ascending order, you can see 50, 55, 60, 65, 60, 70. So it's going in ascending order. Or you can say if the data is in descending order, means there is no like, so for example 1, 5, then 3, then 4. So this is neither ascending nor descending, okay. This is neither ascending nor descending order. So in this type of data is neither not organized. Actually this is what? Unorganized data. So if a data is either in ascending order or descending order, let's say 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, or we might say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this is properly in descending order, this is properly in ascending order. So if a data is properly in ascending or in descending order, they are proper. There is no like up or down, or there is no in between. So those type of data are called organized data. And if the data is neither in ascending nor in descending order, those type of data is called unorganized data. Okay, so these are, what you say, the part where we need to understand properly. We need to learn these things for definitions. Okay, next, now we move on to the main parts where we will actually require what to find out. So in order to draw a histogram, we need to consider some very important points, that is range, class interval, then frequency, tally marks. So these are different type of topics we need to understand. I'll just go through today range and range only. The next topics we'll discuss in our next class. So what is range? How to find range? If I have a data, suppose different types of data, suppose 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. So if I have a different type of data, so what we need to do, this is actually not organized. So first of all, we need to organize this 1, 2, 5. Oh, it's actually organized. It's in ascending order, 1, 2, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11. So this is organized. So how to find of range? That is very easy. That there is a formula for that. Range equals to highest number minus lowest number plus 1. So over here, what is the highest number? That is 11 minus 1 plus 1. So how do we find range? Range equals to highest number minus lowest number plus 1. So 11 minus 1 is 10, 10 plus 1 is 11. So answer is 11. So the remaining topics I will start discussing in our next class. Okay, I hope this information is clear. Thank you very much.